What's going on, everybody? Sage here from the Run 'Em Down YouTube channel. Today's video, we're going to be doing a little review of the new RIX L6R. Well, new to me at least, not new to the market. RIX was gracious enough to reach out to me and send me one of their L6Rs for a little video review. So I thought I would come along and kind of show you guys what's happening. Let's get into that review. So just to start off, looking at the scope, you guys can see that there are multiple different palettes and they're actually very clear as well. You have your white hot and your black hot, which I think are the most popular. And then of course you go down the list, your green hot, your multi-spectrum, your red hot, certain things like that, which is pretty normal with any thermal nowadays. Then you can go into changing the reticles. So personally, I like just the crosshairs with a different color dot in the middle. But this L6R, you can switch it up to multiple different reticles and also change the color on that from if you want your reticle to be white, black, green, red, whatever it may be. So that's pretty nice, but that's also pretty standard on most thermals nowadays. Looking at the side of the scope itself, you can see the little knob with the picture of the camera on the side. So short press will be your LRF, and then long press will be your videoing. And then whenever you turn that knob itself, that's when you start to go down your menu and you can pick out a bunch of different stuff. You can calibrate the scope basically to where you're hunting, the elevation, the humidity that you're running, certain things like that. So down here in Texas, we have 100% humidity right now. So the thermal does struggle a little bit compared to if you were in the mountains, but you know, that's just what we have to deal with here in Texas. On the right side of the scope, you have your normal digital zoom. But what also changes this scope, and what you've probably seen on the market before, is that this scope has ocular zoom. So basically, trying to explain it just because my phone wasn't able to record it very well, is you have your digital zoom where you zoom in and out of the scope, but then you have your ocular zoom where it can actually zoom in the display of the picture, so it makes the reticle bigger in your eye. It's different, but it's actually really cool to use in the field. And then of course your LRF. So I really love the LRF on this unit. It's a little tiny dot. I've used some scopes in the past that just use some big squares on the side, and that's kind of hard when you're shooting a coyote at 300-400 yards. You know, you can hit grass and trees on the way to that coyote. So it's nice that it's a little dot, as well as you can change the LRF dot to where exactly you want it on the screen, which I think is really cool. I personally haven't seen that with another company, but if you guys have seen that before, leave a comment down below on which company's doing that. But I think that's super cool. You can move it around wherever, you know, it feels comfortable for you. And I just wanted to compare the L6R with one of the most popular thermals on the market. This is the DNT Hydra. This is the 650R, so it is still a 50mm lens with a 640 resolution. The only difference is the DNT Hydra is a sub 18 millikelvin scope, and the L6R is going to be your sub 20 millikelvin scope. So what that means is basically the DNT Hydra will pick up heat differences a little bit better than the L6R. Thank you guys for tuning into today's video. I hope you enjoyed our little comparison video as well as the review. Overall, love the scope so much. If you guys are interested in this scope or any other thermal, go give my boys at Southern Precision a shout. Use code TRD10 to save yourself 10% off their entire website. And I will see you on the next one. Go run them down.